Hello my dear friend. So the question given is minimum sum of absolute difference of pair of two arrays. Okay. Here n is given as 4 and we need to find minimum sum of absolute difference. Okay. What you need to do is you need to take one element from array A, other element from array B, and you need to do subtract them. Suppose if you choose like this 4 minus 2, then 1 minus 3 plus 8 minus 6 plus 7 minus 5. So if you are going to solve this, it is going to be 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So what you are going to get? You are going to get value as 8. So you want this final as minimum. Okay. So here we have got 8, but we want minimum sum of absolute difference of pairs of two array. You can make any pair, like it is not required that you make a pair of 4 and 2. You can make pair of 4 and 3 also. Okay, let us try to make. So let us make pair of 4 and 3, right? Let us make pair of 1 and 2, 1 minus 2. Okay, let us make pair of 8 and 6, 8 and 6. Let us make pair of 7 and 5. So here you are going to get 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2. So 2 to 4 to 6. So in this case what we got output as 6, and this is the minimum output. Similarly you can go for anything. Suppose instead of choosing 6 here, if I choose 5 here and if I choose 6 here, so what you are going to get, 8 minus 5 will be 3, and here you are going to get 1. So 3 plus 1 4, 5 6. Here also you are going to get value as 6. Okay. So what we want, we want the minimum sum, we want the value of sum. Perfect. So how we are going to approach this problem? So one thing that click in my mind is, let first we subtract 4 3 4 6 4 5, then 1 2 1 3 1 6 1 5. So it will be kind of n square thing. Perfect. But that will be not a good approach to go for this. So let us try some other approach. Okay, let's see one more example. Can we get some pattern or not? Okay, so whenever you try to solve a question, try to observe if you are going to get any pattern or not. So let's see if we are going to get any pattern or not. So these are the supposed elements given. So first let us subtract the elements which are parallel. So 2 minus 1, 1 minus 3. So if we are going to see here, you are going to get 1 plus 1 plus 2. So you are going to get value as 4. But this is not, we want minimum. Perfect. So let us try to do something else. Suppose this is method 1. Let's try to do what we can do is, let us subtract 3 with 3, 3 with 3. Let us subtract 2 with 2, and let us subtract 1 with 1. So what you are going to get, 0 0 0. Yes, this time we got the minimum, that is 0. Okay. So what I observed is, if we have same element in the both arrays, then we can get sum as 0. Okay, one observation is this, because here there was 3, here there was 3, here there was 2, here there was 2, here there was 1, here there was 1. So if the elements are common in same in both the arrays, then we can get as 0. But if you observe in the last array, there was no element common. Okay, so in this situation what we have, where we have got the minimum solution. So if we are going to observe it properly, if we observe these elements 4 and 3, okay, so what are the element? They are the nearest element. Either the element should be equal or they should be nearest. If you are going to observe this, 1 and 2 are also the nearest element. Okay, here also if you are going to see 8 and 5 and 7 and 6, these are the near, means they are not far element. Because if you are going to subtract two big elements, for example 7 and 6, so what you are going to get, you are going to get minimum sum, that is 1. If you are going to subtract same element, you are going to get value as 0. But if you are going to subtract the nearby terms, like if you are going to subtract like this 7 minus 5, 5 minus 7, you are going to get 2 if you are going to find the absolute value. So we got one thing, that the sum of difference is minimum when we are, either the terms should be equal. If the terms are not equal, they should be nearby terms. Okay, this is my second observation. Okay, let us take this example again and try to observe the things more. An array is given with the element 4 1 8 and 7, and B array was given with the elements 2, 3, 6 and 5. Okay, so what we have done is we have done the subtraction like this: 4 minus 3, perfect, 1 minus 2, perfect, 7 minus 6, perfect, sorry, 7 minus 5 we have done, and 8 minus 6. So if you are going to observe, what you are going to get, you are going to get value as 6. Okay, and 6 was the given output in the question. Now let us observe this. So 4 was the first element of A, 1 was element 7, 8. These are the elements of the array. Okay, 1 is paired with this element 2. Okay, 4 is paired with this element, perfect. 7 is paired with this element and 5 is paired with this element. So let us try to sort the array. What will happen if we sort the first array? We are going to get 1, 4, 7 and 8. And what if we sort the second array? It will be 2, 3, 5 and 6. Now if we subtract the element, so 1 minus 2 is there? Yes. 4 and 3? Yes. 7 and 5? Yes. 8 and 6? Yes. So we got the output as 6. So what I got is, if the elements are equal, the example that we have took earlier with the array 3, 2, 1 and B array was 2, 1 and 3. So if we sort them, what we will get? 1, 2 and 3. If we sort them, what we will get? 1, 2 and 3. Now if you are going to subtract them, so 1 minus 1, it will be 0. 2 minus 2, it will be again 0. 3 minus 3, it will be again 0. So we got one thing, that if we sort both the array, so what will happen? The elements will arrange in the ascending order. Here also elements will be arranged in the ascending order. And then if you are going to subtract them, already the elements are in the ascending order. It means the short elements, for example 1, 2, these are going to subtract it first, and suppose here 3 and 4, then they are going to subtract. It means the distance between these two elements will be minimum if they are already sorted. So we got the concept that first of all what we need to do, we need to sort the array and then we need to subtract the element. So here I am going to write the function. Let me write the function as find minimum, which will take array A and B, and let's say n is the size of the array. So first of all I am going to sort the first array. So A sort, this is the sorting function in the Python. So you can use various other sorting methods in different language, in C++ and Java. Okay, now to store a sum, we are going to declare as sum as 0. Initially the sum is 0. Now what I am going to do, for I in range of n. Okay, so if there are 4 elements in array, so what we need to do, we need to subtract the 4 elements. So here there were 3 elements. So what we done, we have first of all we will subtract these 2 elements, then these 2 elements, then these 2 elements. So what I have done, I have written for I in range of n. What this will do, this will run the loop according to the size of array, because the elements are equal in both the array, because that's why we can subtract the elements. Okay, so sum will be what? It will be sum plus absolute difference of first element of array of I, subtraction of first element of array of j. Okay, we are going to subtract, first I value will be 1, so a1 minus b1, then I value will be 2. Similarly we are going to subtract and then we are going to add. Okay, so once this for loop completes, so what we are going to do, we are going to return the sum. So this was a very simple question. All you have to do is just you have to observe the examples, observe the pattern, whether the things are sorted or not. If the things are being used by the concept of sorting, so use the sorting and then find the final solution. Okay, so this was the function, and if you want to know how we are going to call the function, so you can write like this: a is 1, 4, 8, 7, b is 2, 3, 6 and 5, and n is length of a, and then what we will call, in print I am going to call function find What is the function name that we have written? Find minimum by passing a, b and n. So it will give us the minimum sum. Okay, so I hope the question is very clear. Just observe the pattern and try to solve the problem. Thank you.